Hey everyone, welcome back. Today I am going to discuss about a very important concept, which is file handling. Now let's begin. Now first of all, you need to understand what is a file. So a file, whatever you know, file, just a doc file or a text file or a Excel file or whatever. So file is just a named location on disk to store the related information, where you need to store the information permanently. And this point is important, where you need to store the information permanently. So the thing is that why we use in Python, that is the main thing. Okay, fine, some doc files, some text files are there which are storing into your disk space, which you can access later for some permanent uses. Fine, but why we need file in Python? That is the main concept. So the concept is that whenever you are writing some programs on Python, the .py files are saved, but whatever output you are getting those output somewhere in the command line, in cmd prompt or in the Python shell or wherever you are getting the output. So whenever you are just stopping or exiting from your programs, all the outputs will be just removed, because those are not permanent storage. So you are not storing the output of your program somewhere. Now, so the concept is that if you want to store the informations which you are writing into your program to somewhere, there are two ways of doing this. One is file and another is database. So we will do both. First of all, the concept, again I am telling, try to understand the thing, that whenever you want to store whatever you are writing into the program, suppose you are writing a program where you are getting the student name and the student marks. So you are getting the student name and you have written a program which will get the student name, and suppose one user is there, user is entering the student name and the marks, and you want to store all these things, whatever user is entering the name and the marks, you want to store all these things. For this there are two ways. You have written a program and you want to store the output of that program, and there are two ways. One is with the help of the file or with the help of the database. Whenever you are dealing with a smaller number of information, then you will go with file. But whenever you want to go with bigger number of information, we are dealing with the database. What does this mean actually? So suppose I have created one program where a user is entering the student's information, and I want to store this in a file. I want to store this. Now whenever some user is entering the student information, suppose the student information may be of 100 students, 200 students, 500 students, okay, students of one college, maybe 1000, 2000, whatever. These are very small information. Then we can go with the file. But suppose I am writing a program where I want to store the informations of, suppose, all the populations of India, which is very big. So whenever I want to store this type of big information, maybe population of not only India, maybe population of a particular city, of a particular state, that may also be a huge number of information. So whenever I want to store that huge number of information, then I will go for database. And what is database, how to store information, everything we will discuss in some upcoming videos. But right now we are dealing with small number of information I want to store, and we will store it in a simple file in our machine. And whenever you are dealing with the file, you have to read or write to a file, we need to open it first, everything like a normal file in your machine. That may be a text file, a notepad, a doc file, Excel file, whatever. So this is a concept of file. So we are going to do this concept with the help of the Python coding. Means we are going to create a file by writing some code of Python. We are going to open that file by writing some code. We are going to read or write into the file with the help of writing some Python code, all. So for this we need something. So these are called file operations. That means if you want to do something with the files, obviously you need some operations on those files with the help of obviously Python coding. Not that you are opening your drive and you are opening a file, not like that. We want to create, handle, close, open everything of the file with the help of the Python code. And for this, file operation concepts are there in Python. In Python, we have to open a file, then read or write, means perform some operations on the file, and lastly we will need to close the file. Now this line is very important. Closing the file is very important, because whenever you are opening something, you need to close it. Otherwise you will not normally what we do, we are opening something and we are obviously closing. If you are not closing it, it will create some problems in your machine. It may create some problem because many files will be open, then maybe your RAM or your OS may get slow. So obviously you need to close the file. And it is very important whenever we are doing some real life concept, because whenever we are doing the real life concept, we are actually handle all these concepts or all these codes into the maybe the server. And whenever we are dealing with the server, not only you are using those server, many people are there who are using that same server, who are accessing the same server. So you have to first of all open, you have to close, everything you have to do by yourself. Okay, so you have to close the file, otherwise it may be a very complex things by other people to read the same file. So you have to close. Whenever your job has done, close the file. Now how to do all these things? So first of all, to open a file, Python has a function called open. You don't need to worry about all these things. So to open a file, Python has a function, built-in function. You know about the built-in functions of Python, we have already discussed many times. So just like other functions also, there is a function called open, which is used to open a file. How to do? Open, inside the open function you have to write down the file name which you want to use. And what is the mode? Now this is an important concept also. Mode. What is mode? You opened a file. Now if the file does not exist, then how to open? Then obviously you can't open. This is one concept. Or suppose the file exists, you open the file. Now what you want to do inside the file? Whether you want to write something, you want to read from file, or what? And that can be done with the help of the mode concept. And for this also, see, it is written, the second argument is another string containing a few characters describing the way in which the file be used. So mode are some characters with the help of which it is describing how you are going to use your file. And those characters, let us discuss, these are called file mode description. These are the characters of file mode. What are those? For example, R, only R. Inside the mode single quote you have to write only R, suppose like this. Inside the single quote you have written suppose R, or inside the single quote you have written W, or whatever. These are different characters. So R means it opens in reading mode. It is the default mode. Means you have opened the file only for reading. You don't want to do anything else inside the file. Yes, that may also be the case. Okay, now the second one is suppose R plus. Now what is that? Opens the file for reading and writing both. If you want to both read and write, you may ask me na ki I don't want to read, I want to read as well as write. Then what to use? R plus. Inside this single quote you have to write only R plus. Okay, same concept is there. W, now you can obviously understand from these words that W will obviously open the file in a writing mode, but hold on, there is a important concept. So opens the file in the writing mode. If the file already exists, then overwrite the file, else create a new file. So only with the help of the open function itself you can open an existing file, or you can create a new file also. You don't need to specify anything. Suppose inside the open you have written a file which is not existing in your machine, it will create a new one for you. But suppose the file exists into your machine, it will open this, but it will override the previous written concept. Whatever is written, whatever is previously written into the file, it will override the thing. Maybe you are thinking, then this is a problem, I don't overwrite, I want to add something into the file. Yes, that is also an option, which is A. That option is also with you, which is A. So if you are using A, which is called appending mode, same concept with W, only concept is that W is overwriting, A is appending. Same concept, if the file already exists, then it will append the data at the end of the, else it create a new file. Okay, A plus opens the file in reading and appending, and there is another one W plus which will open for reading and writing. So these are called the file mode description. You have to mention whenever you are dealing with the file about these descriptions. If you are not mentioning, it is written that it will by default use R. So that means it will open the file only in reading mode. That means you can write anything into the file. So it's in your hand to deal with this file mode description. Okay, next coming to, suppose inside the open I have used all these things, fine. So here suppose you want to open a file into some particular specific folder into your machine, you can give the path, full path, and the file name with the extension and as well as the mode. This is how you are opening a file. Okay, whenever opening done, come to the next one. Again, all the functions are ready with you. So there is a function called write, with the help of which you can write something into the file. So whenever writing complete, suppose you want to read, so there is a function called read which will reading the data from the file, and how it reads, all these things I am showing. Suppose read for or tell or seek, all these things are different types of reading from the file. All these examples I am explaining during practical session. Okay, but this is how you can read from the file with the help of the write. You are writing into the file, then after everything you have to close the file using the close method. So everything is ready for you. Okay, now let's do some practical so that it will get clear to you how to deal with the file. So first of all, I don't have any file. Let's take that I don't have any file into my machine. I want to create a new file. Okay, so for this, first of all you have to create a new file. As I already told, open is a function which is used to create a file as well as to open a previous file. So same function will be used. So open, see, only open. It's a built-in Python function. See, the color has been changed. Only open. Inside this, here you have to write down the file name which you want to open, and obviously as you are doing first time, so it will be opened in a W mode. Suppose you want to go with the A also, but I am coming one by one. Suppose right now I am opening it in a W mode. First time I am using this, and inside this you have to write down the file name as well as the file path, means where you want to open this file. Okay, so suppose let me go to my desktop and there is a file called suppose Python program. I want to use all my files to be inside here. For this, what I need to do, I need to fetch the path of this Python program folder. How to do that? Go to your this PC, C drive user, this is the file name of this is the mine one, then desktop Python program I got. So just open this folder is empty. I want to do something inside this folder. Copy this path from here, this one. You can create your folder anywhere. I have a folder in desktop, you can create in any drive or anywhere. So copy this path, go there, put it here, write down the file name with extension .txt. Right now we are creating a txt file. Hold on. If you remember, I already told you during string handling, you have to do one R, which is row string, because you are reading the file path with this / character. So you have to use the R character here. As well as you need to store it inside a variable, suppose called file, because you are not only opening this file, you want to do something with this file obviously. So store it. After that, this particular variable will be used to reading or writing into the file or from the file. So run this. Now test.txt file has been created into the folder Python progs. Go and see. Created, but nothing is there, 0 KB, because I have only created the file. I have not done anything inside this. Okay, now you want to write, so file dot write is a function where you can write suppose anything. Welcome to our programming lecture. Suppose run this. Okay, this 34 means how many characters you have written. Just it will return you something. Now go to here and see. Nothing has been written. Why? Because you have not closed the file. I told you. So whenever you are writing something, after that you have to close the file. Now go and see. Yes. So this is the importance of using the close function. Whenever you are handling anything with the file, you have to close the file, otherwise nothing will happen to your file. Okay, now you have written something, so the file has closed also. Now suppose you want to read, it is in a W mode. Suppose you want to read, so same concept you can use. Let me show you again, because you have closed the file, so you have to open the file again. Remember, this is very important. Every time you have to open the file and close the file. So suppose I close the file, so I want to open the file again, but this time in R mode, that means in a reading mode. I want to read the file, because whatever I want to write I have written. I want to read the file, so run this. Now file dot read is a function. This time close is not so necessary. Yeah, after that whatever you want to do again, then closing is necessary. But whatever you want to see the output has been given. But suppose again you want to do something with this file, writing or whatever, then you need to close the file. But right now it is okay, because I got the output. With read, some functions are, more functions are there. For example, file dot read, and I am telling that suppose 10. Just see. File dot read, suppose 6. Yeah, see, again I need to open the file. I am reading the file, I am getting the answer, I am closing the file. Suppose again I am suppose reading the file, and I want to read this. Yeah, every time you need to, means whatever functions you want to, this very careful, be very careful about this. Every time you need to use some new functions, you have to open the file and close the file, otherwise you can't do anything. Suppose I want to read, so after read you have to close the file, then again open the file and do something more. Suppose we want to read only 6 characters, see, only 6 characters will be read here, or suppose 10 characters, like this. Okay, so every functions you have to use, you have to close the file, then again you have to open the file. So again suppose 6 is written, something like this. So what is happening, see, whenever you first time, see very carefully the concept, whenever you just open the file, again I am opening the file again. Suppose this line I am again opening the file, and I am calling this one. This time it is showing you welcome. But suppose, let me do it again. Suppose file dot read 6. Now it is showing you something more. What is this? This is the concept, is that it has already read welcome. Up to 6 is reading completes. Then it starts reading from the next letter, which is E, 2, like this. So this is an important concept, that whenever you are reading the file, this starts from the beginning and it is going reading and reading. It is something called file pointer, because it is just reading first 6 characters. Then whenever again you call the file read, it will not read the first characters, because it will already read the first characters. It will start from this one, And this is what is called file is reading with a file pointer. It is pointing to all these concepts. And this can also be can be seen with the help of a concept called file.tell. Right now your file pointer is at position 12. Now if you start reading again, only read, suppose you are calling, it will start reading from the 12th position. This is the concept of file read. It is just behaving as a pointer. It is pointing to the letters of the words and it is reading and reading and reading. Suppose you ask me that, okay, my file pointer has come to 12 and if I start reading, it will start from the 12th position, but right now again I need to close the file and again start reading. Is there any option that I can start reading from the first line? Yes. For this there is another function called seek of 0. Seek means go to the portion whatever you have written, go to the bytes whatever you have written. So I am writing suppose 0, so go to the 0th byte, that means the first position. If you run this, it is coming to the, now you read coming to 0 position, it is giving you 0 position, that means it has bring the pointer to the first position. Now you read again, file dot read, again it will read from the first. So this is how you are handling with the file pointer, this is called, as well as the read function, different types of read function. I will suggest you just do one thing, just create your own file and play around with all this seek, tell, read, and just see what you are getting. Don't use close and like that. Just play around with all these concepts. You will get some more clear idea about those. Okay, this is about the read function. Now the thing is that, let me close the file again. Suppose I want to open the file again in write mode itself, and I am writing something again. Hey, hello, we are doing Python. I have written something more. Done this. Okay, go there, or you can read the file also, but just go there and see. Okay, sorry, I need to close the file, forget to close. Done, and just see whatever you have written previously, nothing is there. Whatever you have written just now, all these things are there. As I already told, whenever you are opening your file in W mode, it will just delete, overwrite the previous things. But suppose you don't want to overwrite, so in the test.txt file you want that all these things should be there, as well as you want to write something more, then just again copy this, go here and make it as A. Now write something. We are using append mode. Write this, close this. Now go and see what you are getting. We are using the append mode. If you want to do it in a new line, you can do with the backslash characters and everything, whatever you are doing in Python. All these things can be same, backslash n. But this is what is the use of append or A mode. That means whenever you are opening a file in the W mode, it will overwrite the previous things. Whenever you are opening in A mode, it will append the things. Whenever you are opening in R mode, it will used for reading purposes. For reading, you can use read, seek, and tell, different types of functions with the help of which you can just play around with the file. But don't forget to close the file every time you are opening it. Otherwise, you have already seen that nothing will permanent if you are not closing the file, as I already told you about the concept of closing. So whenever you are opening a file, you have to close it. Okay, let me show you something with keyword. You can say this is a keyword. Now what is that? Whenever you are not closing the file, you have already seen that you are facing some problem. it is not saving into the file if you are not closing. Whenever you have opened the file in W mode or A mode, if you are not using the close function, it will not saving into the file. Or whenever, as I already told also, whenever we are going to do all these things with the server also, if you are not closing the file, obviously it will create very big issue into the thing. Okay, so there is a options that with is a keyword. If you are using with keyword, the close function, you don't need to call the close function, the file will be automatically closed by itself. There is an option with the help of with. So you can use this open, then write, then close, or you can use the with keyword to write the file also. How to write, let me show you. So this is up to this is file handling. If you are wishing to do all these things, it is okay, but there is another option with the help of the with also file is handled. For this you don't need to every time close the file or like that. All these things will be taken care without closing the file. No exception will be showing. Okay, so how to use, suppose with, then open. Again the same, these things will be same. Suppose copy and paste it here. You are opening as, suppose something f, then colon, then with this f dot, because you are not using some open is not storing somewhere na, so you are just using this open as f. That means whatever files you are opening, it will be stored as a f. Now f dot write, suppose I am using, and I am writing here, hey all, how are you, something. Now run this and go there. See, it has come here already. You don't need to close the file. So if you are using with, you don't need to close the file, nothing else. Now it's your choice. If you want to use with, you can. If you want to use the close and all this, you can. With the help of the with keyword, you can open the file, and also in read mode also. Suppose this one, just copy the read concept, this one. In read mode, suppose same as file, let me just give a new name, and suppose file dot read, and this time I am just storing it inside a variable, suppose called d, and after that I am just printing d. Whatever is written inside the file, all has come one by one. Okay, so now these are the concept of file handling. How to create a file, what are the modes you can use, how to write inside the file, how to read from the file, what is the use of close function, different types of other functions like tell, seek, and all these things, the file pointer concept, right? After that we have used the with. So all these things are dealing with the file handling. So I will suggest you to create some new file, try to open, close, write, read, with function, everything, and do something by your own, so that you can get some more understanding about this concept. Okay everyone, thank you so much for watching.